Good evening. Is what I would like to say, but I don't know if there's anything good about Resident Evil Zero. That's a lie. There are some good things, but this game, for the most part, is miserable. Normally, I'd be playing on hard, but I don't want to make this any longer than it needs to be. This is the game I dread the most when I do like a full series replay.
A Midwestern town in America, Raccoon City. A solitary island far off in the sea, Rockfort Island. An island that would become the second Raccoon City, Sheena Island. There are still many unanswered questions about these seemingly unrelated yet intensely traumatic events. Though it is believed that the International Enterprise umbrella was somehow involved, little is known as to the origin of this faceless corporation. When was it established? By whom? And how was the T-Virus created? To uncover the truth, we must delve deeper into the events which transpired in the beginning, before the Mansion incident.
So the name implies it, but just to be straight and make sure people are aware, this is a prequel. This game takes place 24 hours before the first game. Rebecca literally just goes from the end of this right into the mansion, which has to just be exhausting. So leeches are a large component of this game. And we have this like anime villain hanging out.
Began as a simple investigation of some bizarre murders in the suburbs of Raccoon City. Nothing in our training could ever have prepared us for the nightmare that ensued. We never stood a chance.
What's going on? Engine failure. Emergency landing.
I'll apologize if I'm sniffly. Weather is wrecking me, but the show must go on. I'm going to push through and get to as many of these games in the series as I can before the end of the month.
Check the current position and investigate the surrounding area.
One thing I do like, I'm not 100% sure, but it does sound a lot like Enrico's voice actor from the 1996 original.
Captain!
What happened?
Which is honestly weird, like, why not get him for both the remake and this?
26 years old, court-martialed and sentenced to death July 22nd. Prisoners to be transferred to the Regathon base for execution.
Those poor soldiers. They were good men just doing their jobs, and that scum murdered them and escaped.
All right, everyone. Let's separate and survey the area. Our friend is brutal and ruthless. Keep your guard up.
Train.
It does seem a little strange that Rebecca goes off on her own while she's a field medic. Now, I don't really know much about special forces. I don't know if maybe that's a thing that actually happens, but I would think typically field medics would work in conjunction with somebody. Granted, she does in this game, but it's not like one of her compatriots. Alright, so the train is probably the most well-known part of this game. So one thing that always drives me crazy about these games is the controls seem to change like every game, and also the like placement of combine and examine. So, just to talk about some of the things for RE0. First of all, 6 inventory slots. The second character you get in the game also has 6. You have a grand total of 12 inventory slots, which sounds nice on paper. There is no item box in this game. You literally have to just throw your shit on the floor like a child, and then just pick it up later. There is a limit to how many items that can be on the floor in a given room.
This is Officer Chambers from STARS Bravo team. Please identify yourself. Is someone there?
And then when you get to a point where you're essentially like using a new quote-unquote like hub or save area, you have to take the multiple trips to transport all of your items. Rebecca, so Rebecca is the only character capable of mixing herbs in the game, which kind of annoying when, you know, playing as Billy, but what are you gonna do? God, what else? You have your obligatory, like, split up portions of the game that Rebecca has to typically go alone, which sucks. I'm pretty sure her stamina is, like, equal to or less than Jill's in RE1. She will die very easily.
Been fantasizing about me, have you?
You're the prisoner that was being transferred for execution. You were with those soldiers outside.
Oh, I see. You're with stars. Well, no offense, honey, but your kind doesn't seem to want me around, so I'm afraid our little chat time is over.
Wait! You're under arrest.
No thanks, Dollface. I've already worn handcuffs.
I could shoot, you know.
Dude did a cool dive through the window.
Are you alright? What happened?
It's worse than... We can't. You must be careful, Rebecca. The forest is full of zombies and monsters.
Yeah, so outside of Rebecca and Enrico, a lot of these characters aren't super well known because, I mean, they're Bravo team. They, you know, don't make it to the main mention in RE1 because, well, pretty much all of them die in this game. I am honestly surprised that dog bite didn't put me in fucking caution. So there is a lot more gripes I have about this game and things to say, but I'll just kind of address them as we get to them. Like right now things are kind of just standard. No, barring the only having 6 inventory slots thing. The conductor's office. I actually don't remember if Edward's body has anything on him. Yeah, there we go. Always check bodies in these games. So I believe now that I picked up that train key, a new batch of like zombies have appeared in this room. I could be wrong. That dude straight up whiffed his grab several times. So now I'm in orange caution. Thanks, guys. This game ditched the defensive items that were added in Remake. That doesn't really become a thing again until the other remakes, which I guess kind of falls in line. Gee, Bill, 23 people?
Enrico! Captain! Hello? Hello!
So Billy's being painted in a pretty bad light. He has kind of your cliche bad boy look going on. So, you know, who knows? Maybe he's a shit, maybe he's not.
It's gonna be dangerous from here on in. Why don't we cooperate?
Cooperate with you?
Listen, little girl, if you haven't noticed, there's some pretty freaked out things on this train. And I, for one, want to get out of here. I don't think we stand a chance doing it alone.
You expect me to trust you, a wanted felon? I don't need your help. I can handle this on my own. And don't call me little
Cool
girl.
subtitles, not syncing up well with everything.
All right, Miss Do-It-Yourself. What should I call you?
The name is Rebecca Chambers, but that's Officer Chambers to you.
Well then, Rebecca, why don't you go and try while I wait here?
So we're about to meet. You know, I'll say it's the worst enemy in this game. Probably, it's close to worst enemy in the series. This game actually has 2 specific enemies that are only in this game and are fucking awful. And this is our first one.
Excuse me, sir. Sir.
Oops, you dropped your head. So if you're a nerd like me and follow Resident Evil lore, you would have noticed that that head looked an awful lot like Dr. Marcus, the guy who created the T-Virus. Luckily, you do not have to fight this first one. So these things are called Mimicry Marcus. They're essentially a fake Dr. Marcus made up of leeches. They are ungodly tanky. You have the ability to make Molotovs in this game that are pretty much exclusively for those enemies. But the problem with that is that Rebecca and Billy both just throw Molotovs at their feet, basically, meaning you have to be essentially in dick rubbing range to hit them with it. And it takes, I believe, 3 Molotovs to kill them, meaning you're gonna eat probably 1 or 2 hits in the process.
Who is that guy?
What's going on? Who's controlling the train?
Go and check out the first engine car. Listen, we gotta cooperate with each other from now on. You got that?
Well, I don't...
Clue in, girl. Or maybe you like being worm bait.
All right. But you just remember, I will shoot you if you try anything funny.
Fine. Now take these with you.
No joke, Billy.
If you find anything, give me a call, alright?
Alright, so now you get the ability to just kind of freely switch between the 2 characters. One little neat thing is you can actually control the second character with the right analog stick. So I could like sit and move both of my characters around at once. It's useful in some sections if the AI is being particularly stupid. When it's like right now, you know, Rebecca is my main character, but like I can just sit here and move Billy around. They will shoot. They consume ammo when they shoot, unlike, you know, like, I don't know, I know some of the other games, the allies won't consume ammo. You can also switch between them in here, which is nice. You can have your teammate either attack or be passive. At this point in the game, having them attack is fine. Later, you're not going to want them to spend so much of your ammo. It's also generally just kind of a good idea to not play Rebecca unless you have to. She's just so weak. So Rebecca has her mixing kit, which allows her to mix herbs and chemicals. The chemicals are needed for 2 different puzzles in the game. Billy has a lighter. The lighter has no fuel though, so it's actually useless at the moment. I also can like change around costumes right now if I wanted to, but that's... yeah, we'll just stick with the default for now. Actually. And here we have Rebecca standing in my way. So fuck it, I'm just gonna switch to her and go up the stairs. So that right there is one annoying part about this game is your AI partner isn't exactly your friend. So this scene just kind of looks goofy. Like, I'd imagine the top of this train is pretty goddamn slick right now. Like, thinking about it, I shouldn't have even brought Rebecca out here. this wrong. So ideally I would have wanted Rebecca in here, but I completely forgot that this part was already coming. So now I am going to fucking hope for the best. As she just fucking stands up here in the roof of the fucking train. So while you're not actively in control of a character or with them, they can be attacked if there are enemies in the vicinity. There's one little cheeky part of the game where an enemy kind of sneaks up on a character you leave behind in a room, and it's just kind of a surprise. Not the best kind, but... so Billy is on the other side of this door. But in order to get access to that, we need to be able to get whatever's jammed in there out. And right now we can use this lift to send items back and forth, which I'm going to have to do. This is kind of a tedious process, especially if you gotta send multiple items. Okay. One more time. Can't actually send the knife, okay. Alright, well I'm gonna hope Rebecca can get by with this. So, it's square to open the inventory in this game, where typically it is fucking not square. So, I'm probably going to be accidentally opening the menu a lot. Nope, wrong button. Okay, well then. May have to come back and send her some bullets, if they fit. Ooh, dude, that's you, dude. Realistically, if things just go like horribly wrong and I need to restart, it won't be a big deal. I can just skip cutscenes and get back to this real early. is a puzzle item. We need to like plug 2 things into that suitcase to open it. So the reason I'm somewhat worried about a potential death is you encounter your first boss in this game fairly early. It's by no means a difficult boss. But if I was thinking correctly, I definitely wanted Billy to be doing it. Okay, so there's another game where the knife just is ass. It's not really worth carrying around. Oh, still opening the menu. So that shiny that was there is the ice pick. That's the thing we need. Picking that up and leaving will also trigger the first boss encounter, though. God, I really shouldn't have grabbed the suitcase yet. So here we have problem number 1 with this game. A lot of things in this game take 2 inventory slots. Like, an insane amount of things take 2. It's fucking terrible. So this hunting rifle is essentially like the shotgun light, I guess. It's like shotgun, but from Temu. You just get 2 shots. It's like a double barrel, but shitty. So we're gonna have to backtrack this way for those bullets and the suitcase specifically, because I mean the suitcase is a key item. So this game follows the like, oh my god, the same kind of like enemy monikers of like the first game. Oh yeah, and I'm just dead now because Rebecca is made of wet paper. Okay, skipping cutscenes, I should be able to get back there pretty fast.
This is Officer Chambers.
Don't think they care if you're an officer. They're not even people, okay? So, the lack of item box in this game is easily one of the most controversial aspects of it. I don't really know of a single person that... I don't think I've ever seen anybody be like, oh yeah, no, that's a good feature. It's so bad to the point that there is a mod to mod in an item box. While I think that would help this game, I think this game just has flaws at a fundamental level. But get into more of those fundamental problems as we get to them. Bleep. That guy just having a fucking jaunty little walk through the train. Don't wanna fuck with you, Marcus. You are a bastard.
I'll go.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, there is a quick button to tell people to meet up or stay behind at least, so it's nice not having to open a menu for that every time. So, there's really two ways you can approach playing this game. I've played this game both ways, so a pretty common way to do it is you just control Billy and just kind of leave Rebecca somewhere safe. Because, I mean, as was demonstrated, she falls apart. She cannot take damage. She is honestly a detriment to you in most cases. Which is where I'd fucked up last time. I want her trapped in this room. I do not want Billy in here. The other way, and the way that I tend to play, is you bring her along so that way you essentially have a pack mule, and you have like 12 inventory slots. And you're going to need them, because so many things in this game take 2 slots. It is a fucking crime, the things Capcom did in this game. And there's speculation that they may have intentionally made this game frustrating as kind of a fuck you to the people who complained about the item box. Which, you know, maybe there's merit to that. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, frankly, I don't know what there is to complain about the item box. I think it is a damn good feature that works. It also seems like, I don't know if they are the same or not, but it also seems like Billy's gun in general does more damage. I believe he also does tend to crit more. His fire rate is faster. So, I mean, yeah, the moral of the story is only play Rebecca when you're forced to. Otherwise, this is the Billy Cohen game. Oh, no. So, the button to change characters is triangle, and triangle has been a open the fucking inventory button. You might hear some dogs yapping, they're just out there having the time of their little dog lives. Oh, fuck me, did I forget to grab the key? I did. I'm gonna leave this knife on the ground in protest. Like it's wild. Because I'm playing this and I'm just sitting here, like I'm excited for the next game. And I don't even really like the next game. I think the next game is pretty bad. The next one is Dead Aim. That game has a bunch of problems of its own. And I will be roasting. Oh god, did I not even... I just picked up the key, I didn't even have Rebecca put it on the fucking little trolley. Yeah, let me just fucking put my soul into this thing. Just let it fucking take me. Alright, Billy, get the key. So, Capcom put out a, like, 3.5 minute, like, live action teaser, trailer, bump, whatever the hell you want to call it, for Requiem today, and it was neat. You actually, Nemesis makes, like, a little, like, silhouette cameo appearance, and that made me happy. I don't in any way think that means he's gonna be in the game, but it was cool to see him. Nemesis the boy. Best BOW in the series. Y'all fucking bots, dude. Holy shit, bud. Oh, whatever. Okay, me bad. Alright, so. I'm not gonna make the mistake of grabbing the suitcase yet. Gonna have to make our way back here to the door that's at the far end of the train. I'm also not gonna grab these herbs because Billy cannot combine the herbs. So yeah, if it wasn't obvious, this first boss is a big scorpion. Like this game very much adheres to boss fight is with a big bug or big animal. Which, I will give it a pass on that. There wasn't... Well, hey, have fun lurking. I'm going to continue to ramble about how much I dislike this game and have problems with it. But as I was saying, I give this game a pass on its awful, like, boss variety. Because this is, like, the ground zero of the viral outbreak. So, it's pretty much just been relegated to the Arklay Mountains here. Meaning that there's really not much more that could have been infected other than, like... I didn't grab the ice pick. There really isn't much that could have been infected other than, you know, bugs and animals. So this hunting rifle is really only going to be used on this boss fight. I'm going to leave it behind after, because this thing honestly sucks giant wieners. But it's kind of a necessity to make this boss not suck harder than it already does. So I'm trying to remember exactly what I'm wanting to have happen here. So ideally what I'm wanting to do is like break... Okay, yeah, you can see there's like an opening in his fucking cranium now. And now every time I shoot him in his little brain bits, it gets him unhappy. Still get some of that cool ragdoll that they added in Remake though. Look at that, 2 hits and I'm still fine. Rebecca would probably be dead, in all honesty. Yeah, they give you, like, 0 maneuverability in this room for this fight, so it's like... There's really no reason to even try too much to like avoid attacks. I will say one thing about this fight is the knife is actually kind of useful here. You can just knife his brain after it's exposed. It's just not worth carrying it around. He also, when he's like flailing around in his death animation there, he can like just catch you with a stray hit. Alright, so the hunting rifle is done. So I'm gonna hop in here and I'm gonna grab these ink ribbons. Because while at the beginning of the game I'm not too worried about saving, am probably going to be very save happy. Because there are a lot of sections of this game that I just don't want to have to do again. Alright, give me back my pistol bullets. Let's see how many of these I can fit in my ass. If I can grip the cheeks hard enough, maybe maybe it'll pop them off. So now we got this ice pick. We also get this guy here, which will open up the manhole in the kitchen. Does seem a little strange to need a manhole opener on a train, but yeah, I think showing off. You know what? I'm kind of happy I died that first time because I really got to demonstrate just how much of a detriment playing as Rebecca is. You know, Billy took 3 hits and is still fine. Rebecca took 3 hits, 2 hits maybe, I don't even remember, and just flat out fucking died. So that was a cool death animation though. I'd never actually seen that where the scorpion just fucking like pins you to the wall and impales you. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'd have to send the ice pick to Rebecca to use. Do you burst out now? No. Alright, Rebecca, take this and shank somebody. Have a cellmate in the room you're stuck in. Okay. This isn't the... Yeah, I'm pretty sure the whole reason that they don't let you put the knife in the elevator is because they wouldn't be able to justify you not being able to use the knife there. Okay, so we've gotten the first, like, mandatory separation out of the way.
Okay.
And now we're gonna start treating Rebecca like a pack mule. Like, she can fire from the sidelines, but she really shouldn't ever be the main character if it can be avoided. Thank you, Rebecca. So that fuel there is for making Molotovs. I kind of mentioned how the Molotovs are kind of bad at their job. So I'm honestly not even really gonna be picking up fuel or bottles. There's pretty much gonna be no mimicry marks this spot. if it can be helped. That there is one of the cock rings for the suitcase. Kind of weird that they use their cock rings to lock it, but you know, who am I to judge? So here we get introduced to another one of the major complaints of this game. This thing here is the hook shot. This thing takes up 2 inventory spots, and you need it like all the way up through to like damn near the end of the game, so you have to lug this fucking thing around forever. And it's such a cruel mistress. So as you can see, my inventory is already in a bad way. And there's not really a good central spot on this train to drop shit, because the train is actually a really short section. So now that we acquired the hook shot, can fucking go out this window. There's another thing I've kind of wondered since playing this, is like, having a hook shot on a train, like, is that a thing? So here they're nice enough to put a knife in this room with you in case you want to kill yourself. No, they do it just so Rebecca has some means of killing that zombie. You know, you're throwing yourself in here not really knowing what's happening. They're just so gooey. So I feel like that cutscene is supposed to like add tension, but really all it did was like emphasize that, hey, this hallway is open now. There were a bunch of leeches blocking this hallway, and now I can walk through it, which is nice.
Ow! Ow! Oh!
They want my blood. They are giving me the suck. And I believe this comes down where Billy is? Yeah.
Let's go!
Okay.
So, want to go back and get the suitcase now. We have bolt rings. We can touch tips. Create the infinity dick. Leeches are very good at giving the suck, and that is like the thing they are best at. Just fucking let it clench onto my ass and see what happens. Alright, so now we get to be a little bit of a child, because to make all this stuff work correctly, we're gonna have to throw things on the floor. stun cock inserted. Bring out the stunt cock. Shout out to Orgasmo. I don't know if anyone remembers that movie. That movie is funny as shit. We have ourselves a blue key card. Now, before we pick up the goddamn hookshot again. So I've never really been the biggest Zelda fan, and I wonder if this game is part of that because of the fucking hookshot just gives me PTSD. Oh god, I didn't even notice before. So Rebecca is in caution from those couple of leech bites. Ugh. It's like, I understand she's a fucking, like, 18-year-old field medic, but... Oh, come on. We know she's got, like, a Kevlar vest on. So, done enough that I actually do want to stop in and do a save real quick. Rebecca, you are the holder of the ink. So those saves being in red there, that was from when I was attempting to play this game on hard, and I only wanted to die about 90% of the time. I didn't finish the playthrough. It was miserable. But that's neither here nor there. Rebecca, you have the card. Swipe it, BB girl.
This is Delta Team. This is Delta Team. We have gained control of the train. Over.
Understood.
This does not make any sense. How was the T-virus leaked? And why did it contaminate both
So
the
here we have
lab and
Wesker and
mansion,
Birkin
as
just
well as a train almost 3
being
miles
the
away?
jabronis they are.
That's irrelevant. We must make sure no knowledge of this gets out. Destroy the train. Completely. How far away are you from the nearest branch line?
About 10 minutes to...
Oh my god, he's getting got. Dude basically got sucked off so hard he died. I think that's like everyone's way they want to go. Yeah, so that happened just right outside that door while we were standing there. They're dead as fuck. So now we are at the finale of the train section, essentially.
The train will either derail or crash. I gotta stop this thing.
Rebecca will stay behind.
I'll go over
She
to the back deck
fucking
and manipulate the
just
control panel
just
to the
turtle
brake.
here.
Then you apply the brake from here, okay?
All right. Billy,
What?
be careful.
Yeah.
So this puzzle slash section here is just kind of basic math. It's just funny to me that this, you know, segment is like considered this big stressful thing with this good music playing. I love the music here, but like when I get to the puzzles, you'll see that it's fucking, it's just a basic math problem I'll have to solve. So those guys turn real quick, like. I don't know if we have like definitive timing on how long it takes for zombies to typically turn, but of course, because, you know, time limit, enemy refresh has occurred. Get off me, dog. Going up around this way will probably be faster. I don't think any zombies spawn up here, and if Billy gets a little suck as a treat, you know, good for him. Oh. Oh, he said ow, they must use teeth. Shame. One thing I will always praise this game for is how awesome a lot of the backgrounds look, especially with like these wind effects with the train moving real fast. Fast as fuck, boy. Oh, are you? Alright, well I guess I did a loop-de-loop and pull and I'll just fucking hang myself. Whatever, it should be fine. Won't be fine if people keep kissing me on the back of my neck without me saying it's okay, but... I'm back, fellas. I know you want some more Billy Cohen. So I'm not really too worried about the time constraint. I'm really thinking more about ammo. Ammo can be kind of tight in this game, especially with the whole caveat of just leaving your shit all over the floor. That sometimes you have to just make that hard decision of, do I really want to go all the way back to this room and grab that shit? One very good and harsh example of it is, you get some Magnum ammo, like, way before the Magnum, and, like, there's a very real possibility you'll just kind of leave it somewhere and forget about it. So I just needed to get back to the very back of the train where I got the hook shot, and I need to interact with this fucking thing here. So this is where I talked about how this is just math. So I essentially need to hit 9 buttons and make 67. So 54, 59, 61, 64, like, honestly, if you can do basic addition, it's not a puzzle.
Roger, I'll put the brake on now.
Like, Rebecca's, they try to, like, I don't know, throw you for a loop by not letting you see it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But I mean, it's 81, so you literally just hit 9 8 times, and then with your last 2, you just make it last 9. I guess that one's more of knowing a times table, but, you know, quote-unquote puzzle. No brakes on the fuck train. Choo choo. So they do one kind of nice thing here, and I think it's like the only time in the game it happens, where they kind of like throw items that were left on the train on the ground here.
I'm here.
I'm assuming they did it mainly in case you left the hook shot on the train, because you cannot progress without it.
We managed.
We have to find a way out.
Yeah, so now is when the game gets non-linear, or I guess less linear. And we'll be getting essentially like a variation of a mansion. Oh, Rebecca. Now there's that knife I left on the ground, and there's the hunting rifle, but that thing can go fuck itself. No, no. I am not leaving you in charge of all of the bullets. You can just fucking nope. You can have one magazine. So I believe this second area of the game is like a training facility where like employees of Umbrella are trained.
The Umbrella Research Center?
Big picture of fucking Dr. Marcus. Narcissist ass.
The first general manager, Dr. James Marcus.
Who on earth are those people?
James Marcus there is one of the 3 founding members of Umbrella.
What about the mail?
I'm unfamiliar.
I mentioned that before, and at least like back in Code Veronica. And
we reflect upon our company motto: obedience breeds discipline, discipline breeds unity, unity breeds power, power is life.
Who are you?
It was I who scattered the T-virus in the mansion. Needless to say, I contaminated the train too.
What?
Revenge on Umbrella.
so our anime villain here is now taking credit for spreading the T-virus. He is also apparently able to manipulate these leeches.
Dr. Marcus?
10 years ago, Dr. Marcus was murdered by Umbrella. You helped them, didn't you?
So this area here is our first hub where we're going to be leaving our toys all over the floor. So don't have the shotgun yet, so that can go. Fucking, I wish I could leave you forever, but stack that. Mix these herbs. I'll just have you carry only one heal. And away we go. So I don't quite remember the ideal order of operations for this place. Is this the bathroom? Yeah. Nope, fuck that. So that room's kind of a trap. There's some bottles at the end of it, but on your way back through, if you grab them, a Mimicry Marcus will appear, and yeah, no, fuck that. That ain't worth it. At the end of that hallway is a door that can't open yet. La-dee-dee, la-da-da. Paint me like one of your French billies. This is the room I wanted. Okay. Yeah, so there's some orange and blue doors we're gonna be getting. I think they refer to them as the sun and moon keys. I always thought it was I always just kind of mentally refer to it as hot and cold. Horny and not horny. Over here is a very vital area, but by the time you're supposed to go through here, you may forget it exists. I hope I didn't leave Rebecca behind. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. She was just kind of inside of me. So another strat you can kind of do, I don't think it's a good strat because of the risk, but as you saw there, Rebecca was getting grabbed and I was able to shoot the enemy off of her. So you can kind of sit behind the other character and let enemies try and grab them and then just shoot the enemy off of them. So now we have a real shotgun. Fucking hunting rifle can forever eat shit. And this black statue looks like a demon or something. So the first major puzzle that is in multiple pieces is I need to have like a black statue and a white statue, and need to put them both on this like scale. Okay, I'm actually gonna have Rebecca heal. Fuck me, why did I do that? So, as you can see, Rebecca's AI is being incredibly brilliant right now. So outside of like very specific situations, you generally don't want to give the AI any weapon besides the pistol. You don't want them to be able to just go fucking ham with your ammo and get rid of it. That shotgun, she's gonna have to take it later, but for now, she's not allowed. Not a sexist thing, she's just gonna waste it. These dudes are touching tips. Bet you didn't think you were gonna see that today, but you did. This room's another little quote-unquote puzzle. But I need a disc first. Yep, don't have enough room. Rebecca, hold the evil statue. Don't worry, your probability of becoming cursed is not too high. Don't remember what this room is. I think the double doors takes me back to the main hall. Poppin' shots. My man was knocked down for a millisecond. That was like a fucking Mike Tyson's punch out, get up. Okay, yeah. Ink ribbon. So this is the room where ultimately Billy and Rebecca are gonna have to split up. But we need a crank first. Alright, Rebecca, you hold on to these. Don't drop them. Don't throw them at people. Just hold them. I think, yeah, that's a horny door right there. So that's the scale where the statues are inevitably going to need to be placed. Now we're just gonna come over here and we're gonna dump more shit on the floor, cause fucking... don't remember if I'm close to needing the slide. I'll try just traveling with one heal for now. Yeah, unfortunately you can't do the repeatedly tapping the run button to go upstairs faster in this. No happiness is allowed here. A dark, spooky, ominous room. Some birds cawing. Could that be foreshadowing? Did you know that foresight can directly counter foreshadowing? Shoutouts to Zero was taken. Yeah, them some birds. Rebecca actually managed to get fucking hit in that, like, half a second. So because she was hit, she didn't come through with me. And that, I am now, that's another instance right there where being able to control the other character with the right stick comes in handy. I swear to God. So I think what happened there, yeah, me going through the door and her not coming with set us to not in a group. Rebecca, you make me sad. Why do you make me sad? Okay, so now, just to get it out of the way, we're gonna go do the Rebecca section. We encounter a new enemy type during this section. It's not a particularly scary enemy, but it is tanky and annoying. And with Rebecca just falling apart if you look at her wrong, like... So the whole reason Rebecca has to go up is she's just not strong enough to,
let's split up.
Roger.
To lift Billy. And now, with my hands guiding her, she is allowed the shotgun. Here, Billy, hold my gun. Hold my beer. Crank it, my dude. And then just right away. So these things are like, I don't know, weird like cockroach dudes. Like, these things aren't really worth killing, but just... Rebecca's weak immune system, I can't risk her getting an infection from cockroach things. Birds. those herbs there for now. I'm not really hit up for stuff. So this room here is kind of my ultimate goal. I need to get both characters in here. And now this door's open. Oh, Billy. There's nothing in that main hall there, so Rebecca shouldn't be shooting anything. I swear if she ends up just wasting my shells for the fun of it, I'm gonna slap her. I'm gonna call the bailiff and tell him to whack your pee-pee.
Let's regroup.
Roger.
Alright. Here, we'll top you off. And you can hold the slide. You can give me these bullets. And I'll take my shells. Go to a quick save. Just gotta go around and find the fucking ink ribbons on the floor. No item box makes these places look really dirty. What also sucks about this is sometimes items will get like dropped onto like right around screen transitions. Like this item is right here. What even is this? Oh, a black statue, a fucking important one. Which can then kind of make them hard to see. Now, you can open up the map and see the items that are here in the room, but that doesn't change the fact that it can be kind of annoying to pinpoint things. Gonna have Rebecca heal because she can take some damage on this part.
I'll go alone.
Roger.
So this is going to be like the second boss fight, kind of. It's another thing that is, calling it a boss fight is kind of a loose term. I forgot to switch characters. Gotta go down into this thing that is very obviously a trap. And get us the horny key. And then a giant centipede shows up. Or maybe it's a millipede. I don't know how the hell you tell the difference between the two. So Rebecca will take damage over time here. and she can die if you don't save her in time. But this thing doesn't even really do anything. Like, it mostly just runs around. Of course, because I decided to try and save some shotgun shells, he's gonna live forever.
Rebecca! Are you alright?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, her health didn't go down though, so that's nice.
I'll check it out.
Okay.
Let's regroup.
Nope,
Okay.
nope, stay with me. So the door on my left here, the grenade launcher's inside. There's also some of those cockroach dudes, but there's also a cold door, so I'm just gonna wait until I have the cold key. The grenade launcher isn't, like, in immediate need of use. Pop down here and find one of my heals. Nope. Okay, so if I'm remembering correctly, I think the room in the hallway behind me leads to where the projector is, but I still don't have both slides. We can head into this horny room first. And now we can make Billy's lighter usable. Light a fire under his ass, so maybe he'll run faster. Some bottles there, but I'm not gonna worry about Molotovs, so they are of no use to me. I think this was back in, I think this was the room where I had to crank Rebecca up. Nope, I lied, this is the bird room. Aw, them some birds. So now that we have a working lighter, now this painting here is just basically saying, hey, you need to light this candle. I would like a physics explanation of how that would work. How can lighting a candle unlock a door? Here we see a couple of guys that are just having a cool time. Maybe a little jerk-off sesh together in the book room. I don't really know if there's a library. This could just be a room with books. Good. Yo, this book is good, dude. And here we have a pair of wings. Those need to go on the white statue once it's found. That's still the menu button, and will be the menu button for the entirety of the game. Alright, so now I believe there was another horny door in this hallway. Nope, nope. Becca has to unlock it. Thinking about it, this might actually be the room with the projector, but... Oh, okay, yeah, this room. No, I know looks can be deceiving, but like, that just looks like something that I could just like pick up and move faster than he like pushes it. So there's another just very familiar puzzle. Climb up and grab the thing out of the stuffed fucking animal head. Here, have some grenades.
I'll check it out.
Roger.
I don't actually remember if there's something else with the light off. Okay, yeah, you just have to turn the light on to see
This way.
Okay.
the hand for the clock. Since I don't know this game all that well, I probably should grab the map that's in here. Ink ribbon that I left there. not forgetting about an item over here. I'm pretty sure this is just the thing that wants the disc. System dicks. Cat was trying to break her way into my room. Nope, that's not the map button in this one. Okay, yeah, that's one of the time doors. The door of time. Alright, throw some more shit on the floor. Like, realistically, probably not too far away from capacity in this room already. Okay, so the locked door that's on the left is, that's another clock door. I remember that. Alright, so maybe there was something else in the room where the grenade launcher is that I'm forgetting about. Such a jaunty little trot up the stairs. Oh, okay, yeah. I don't care about the painting. I want the shotgun shells, please. I'm begging you. So that is the good statue. That is a cold door. And over here is a grenade launcher. You may hold it. Do not equip it. I will end you. I don't think the clock thing goes here. I know I'll remember when I get there. Alright, so now that's where the dudes are crossing swords. front door is another dude's crossing swords door. Lift. That went up to there. And that ladder went up to there. And that's where the boiler room is. Come on, Rebecca. Don't need to do anything with that yet. God damn it, where'd the wings go? Where'd the wings go? Might as well throw this one on. This one's done. So now... The only thing I can think of, actually, no, yeah, I'm pretty sure I can go down past that boiler, and I just thought I couldn't yet for some reason. Safety save though, because if it is the part I'm thinking of, it's gonna lead to the other enemy that they added to this game that is just a nightmare. Come on, Rebecca. Okay, no, I can't go down past there yet. Huh. this door is the room with the ladder that went up to the outside, and where I picked up the evil piece and the shotgun. Well, fucketh me. Okay, so it's time door, that's blue door, that's the knights. That's knights, that's the time door, and that is also knights. So I'm just forgetting about something in a room I've already been in. I'm pretty sure that room there was just the lighter fluid. Grenade launcher for now. Yeah, the hallway is just the bathroom and a door that's locked with the clock. I'm trying to remember where the hell I used that. It's not in there, and that's the crew room. I feel like it has to be somewhere up here that I'm just completely forgetting about. Spooky noises. Because I can't do anything with these yet. Alright, is there anything around here that would want this clock hand for something? No, because this is the room where I picked up the goddamn clock hand. It's like it sucks, because I remember that this part always trips me up. And you think that would make me remember by now, but it doesn't. Could be used to fucking decorate my brains on the wall. God, actually, you know what? I think I've just remembered. It is back there where I had to crank Rebecca up to. Come on, Rebecca. Take me to where the roaches ambushed you. Like, I would like to get both the good and the evil statues placed, and I'd be happy with that amount of progress tonight. Run as fast as you can, my dude. Be gone, bird, nobody wants you. You literally use your mouth to stab people in the eye. So I believe it goes right in here somewhere. Alright, you know what? Nope, nope, nope. My brain is telling me 9:15. Nope. Okay. Oh, it's 8:15. God damn it. I literally did 9:15 and 7:15. Fuck my ass. Oh my god. Everything is off the rails. So now the two clock doors can be opened. Don't touch me. I know I want to go in this one first. My man literally saying ow. Those bullets were just an inconvenience. Here's the other slide. Alright, so Rebecca's kind of beat up, and this next section is gonna have to, I'm gonna have to get around a Mimicry Marcus, so I am going to just leave her here in the main room.
Let's split up.
Okay.
I'm gonna do my own thing. I mean, don't fucking blame me if you've been bored in here, alright? You could've brought some fucking slides yourself. Yeah, so you can memorize that, but they still make you plug those in order to get the system disk. At least there are no Crimson Heads to worry about. If I remember right, the puzzle for that particular puzzle, I believe, is also a static. I think it's like A0. Be gone, Goo Man. I love how hard, like, they go on the flute whenever those guys are on screen. Like, fucking, they were ready for their flute solo. So they really tried to utilize this, like, two-character gimmick in, like, a lot of the puzzles. And a lot of them, it doesn't really stick. Oh, maybe it's not the same every time. 2D. So so this one should be 2.
I'll check it out.
Okay.
And this one should be D. The Knights have decided that touching tips is over. So there are like 3 of these doors, I think.
Let's go.
Okay.
Didn't quite do as much as I thought, but I do have an appointment in the morning, so I need to probably call it there for the night. So that's gonna do it for the first section of RE0. Yeah, it's kind of miserable. But no, maybe if you stopped in, you learned a little something, had a little laugh. Parting words of advice is fucking do something cool, like tomorrow that you really like. Just do something cool. But that'll be it for me for tonight. Farewell. Have a good